This is the FLO CO2 Regulator. It was designed to be a part of our FLO aid bag, but we're also going to sell this separately. One of the things you're going to notice about this right away is that it has a locking mechanism here. Most CO2 regulators are going to come with a sort of a one-shot deal. You put your CO2 in there and then you load it up, and if you miss, you miss. So right here you can see on the dial that we have an ability to lock this. So in this position it's fully locked out. So when you install your CO2, the CO2 is charged, but we're not releasing any of the CO2 itself. So I'm going to show you how this works. So right now we have this in the locked position, so it's all locked out. We have a CO2 canister here, and we're going to thread this in on this side. When you thread that in, it's going to puncture that CO2, and now you can see that there's no CO2 coming out of this. So if we wanted to air this up, what you do is you take your wheel and you take your CO2 and you go over your valve. And we press the valve here. We've got that locked out, and now what I can do is I can slowly release that CO2 into the wheel as opposed to having that one shot. So as I slowly pull this back, there we go. I'm getting enough CO2 in there to the point that I want, and I can actually lock it back out. So once it's locked back out, I haven't completely lost that CO2. So there we go, we locked that down. And so I still have some CO2 left in that. If I wanted to come back to this and reuse this at a later point, I would be able to do that. That is the FLO CO2 Regulator, and we hope you like it as much as we do.